I'm Marty, a faculty member at a Midwest university, podcaster, and an Apple product fan. I'm also co-host of Vision Profiles, along with Eric Bolton, Dave Ginsberg, and Daniel Burkholder. We have this supplement called Vision ProNotes. It's a supplement to Vision Profiles, and ProNotes drop little bits of news and current contemporary stuff that's come up within a day or two of putting it out there for you to hear about it. And it'll lead us into topics we'll talk about on the Monday night show of Vision Profiles. So ProNotes come out Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning. You can follow the live stream of Vision Profiles on youtube.com/@visionprofiles on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can catch the video later on YouTube or the audio on any podcatcher service for the shows, both the Vision ProNotes and the full Vision Profiles show. So the ProNote for today is I picked up through Reddit, but it actually traces back to Marc Gurman on Bloomberg. He does a weekly Power On column that voices his opinion on a variety of things. And there was a little piece at the end where he was talking about Vision Pro and what he thought about Vision Pro. And this came out of Reddit. So the link I have with the show notes is for Reddit. If you do not have a subscription to Bloomberg's Power On and the tech information that is available on Power On, and there were basically two questions asked. One was, do you think Apple's smart glasses will be a hit? So when Apple finally moves into the smart glass market, the question to him was, do you think it'll be a hit? And he provides an answer. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the second question was, do you think Apple considers the Vision Pro a success? Now, Gurman has not been real kind with a lot of his comments with regard to this. And first of all, the questions are asked in a way that it compares Apple Vision Pro to Meta. They're two different kinds of virtual reality. Nobody seems to get to understand that. We've talked about it. Other people have talked about it. People have said you're comparing apples and oranges. They have different functions. You can't say which one's better just because price or just because they look nice. But his comment basically about are Apple smart glasses, will they hit? Are they going to be a hit? His comment basically says, well, right now Meta wins. You look at design, you look at the audio quality of it, and you look at the face-on cameras. You know, Apple can outdo at least the audio and the cameras. And given AirPods and an iPhone investment, you might be able to see Apple kind of advance along those lines. And he critiques Apple currently because he says Meta's designs are really sweet. They look like Ray-Ban or now the Oakley collaborations make them look really nice. I think they're overselling how nice they look. But Apple's not really fashion forward with it yet. So the industrial design that Apple has to look nice enough to be able to wear. And if they're going to really make a killer edge with the glasses, it's going to be the iPhone integration. And he makes a comment that Apple hasn't really allowed Meta to do an iPhone integration to match what Apple can do with their own iPhone integration, which I feel like is a very weird comment. The bottom line is the features are likely to trounce Meta's. Price becomes the factor because, that's all we think about is price when it comes to technology that we want to buy. That we don't think of what you get for the money. We just think of how much. And I think that's part of the problem with how Gurman's viewing this and other people are viewing it, because every article starts out with the $3,500 price tag. Now, is Vision Pro a success? In retrospect, his comments was, Apple will claim yes, but privately, if you talk to the tech and the tech people, they're kind of saying no. The sales are too soft. They'll say yes because it's a breakthrough tech, it's best-in-class immersive video, those kinds of things. But really the soft sales the weak usage momentum and the third-party app and content has been weak. So privately, leaders in Apple would say, no, it hasn't been a success. The verdict, basically, from Gurman's point of view, is that it's a commercial failure so far, and terms it as the biggest flop of Tim Cook's era, which I think is short-sighted. If the work seeds successfully with AR glasses, if eventually this will lead to some great AR glasses that are cheaper, lighter vision approaches, the investment could pay off for Apple. But they've spent lots and lots of money, decades-long, multi-billion-dollar investment in VR and AR. So what to watch next? Look for the pricing strategy for Apple glasses as they come out. Look for iPhone-level integration that Meta can't compete with. And look for lighter, cheaper vision devices that are real third-party content places where third-party content can be done. So that's our ProNote. Again, the links to the articles, I'll even put the link into the article on Bloomberg. Of course, it's behind a paywall. And so I get a copy. I pay for it, and I'm not expecting you. So luckily enough, some folks at Reddit had pulled that section out and posted it so we could have this discussion and you can take this into consideration. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to hear from our listeners. If you have ideas or want to join in on an episode, email us at thepodtalknetwork@gmail.com. Learn more about us and the Vision Profile podcast at our website, thepodtalk.net. Spread the word to other visionaries. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.